Hey, what's up, my little tattletales, and what's up, Sussex squad? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Prince William and Princess Kate, you are being dragged by your own countrymen. For what? Oh, I'll tell you. What, you may ask? Is it because of learning that the first 5 years of a child's life are the most pivotal and parents need to find ways to play and incorporate and be with their children? Is that it? Kate's early years nonsense? Guess harder. You, in the back, what do you think it is? Oh, is it because William's bid to end homelessness with only $3 million out of his vast billion-dollar fortune? If you guys don't know, and this is the thing, I think most people don't grasp how much $1 billion is. Do you know that if you made $5,200 a day, $5,200 a day since Christopher Columbus discovered America, it would still take you 5,000 years to make $1 billion. Yeah, that's how much money it is. Anyway, getting back to my point, what was William doing using his fortune to solve homelessness? No. The dynamic duo, the future of the British royal family, everything, London's pride and joy coming in loud and clear. Y'all, William and Kate are being slammed, and rightfully slow. They are slow, rightfully so, by parents for the cost of a new playground in Windsor. Now, get into this, right? Because the public paid for this playground to be built. It is a playground in Windsor. And get this, page 6, the New York Post, because you know they're big roilers, said that they're being blamed for the not so warm reception of a local play park for kids that opened Tuesday at Windsor Great Park in England. Now, mind you, there is an energy crisis, which they might not talk about now, but when the winter hits, baby, it's going to be cold. They literally had energy banks in the UK. Energy banks are heat banks are where libraries where people in the community would come to be warm during the daylight hours and then go back home. People have inside and outside coats. The cost of heat to get an ambulance is a 3-hour wait. Babies have died to get in to see an ER doctor, 5 or 6 hour wait, and most of them don't do anything except give you some medication for nausea and tell you to go home. Anyway, this park, which was built with taxpayer money, is known as Adventure Play, and it's located on the border of Berkshire and Surrey. But not just anyone is allowed in. Instead, they're charging parents £12. That's $15.50 American dollars with kids under the age of 2. With kids under the age of 2 to watch their children play on the park equipment. You guys, they're not just charging for kids to play on the park equipment, which is maintained and paid for with public money, but they are charging the parents that are there to watch their kids play. Yeah, the park includes several wooden huts, raised walkways, and slides, and for any child between the ages of 2 and 15, the cost is even more to play there. It is £16 or $20.60 to play in a park. As a response, parents slammed the royals as inconsiderate of the poor financial climate currently plaguing the country. Many Brits have been struggling to pay their bills for months due to sky-high inflation and they're saying soaring interest rates, causing supermarket prices and mortgages to increase in price, much like in the United States. They said there's a cost of living crisis. Read the room, one person said on Instagram under the promotional post, while another chimed in, can we not get the king to subsidize this? Another person on Instagram blasted how much it's charging is utterly obscene. And if that's not the worst of it, the significant fee covers one session, which only lasts 2 hours. Somebody said, how could you guys get this so wrong? Whoever came up with and approved this pricing structure needs a reality check and quite obviously couldn't care less about children from struggling families. Now, when the New York Post reached out to comment, The palace said the park is run by Windsor Great Park and isn't in any way managed or run by the prince or princess. Okay, let's get into this because I'm sick of this, right? It's not managed or run, but it's owned. It is owned by the prince or princess. It's owned. So let me get this straight. Y'all talking about, we care so much about what happens with children and parents need to find a way to bond. So a playground is built on your property, okay? You could have subsidized this. You could even told the people, we'll let you build it for free and you just give admission for free. Cool, right? You could have even built this yourself. But instead you are charging $20 a kid, $15 for a parent, even if the parent's not playing, to watch their kids play for 2 hours in this economy. $20 for 2 hours and play? And you're saying that it's not. This is what I mean about Will and Kate. And I know I'm always having something to say about them because they always deserve it. The way that they always try to act like we're hands off. We had nothing to do with this. You guys are the largest. You are now the Prince and Princess of Wales. You are the largest landowners. You are the richest people living there. You're always saying you care about early childhood education. You care about the homeless. You care about working families. You care about working moms. Kate somehow wants to stay at home forever and not do any work because she's raising her kids. And I'll give her that grace. It's 4 kids. I know the nannies probably raised them, but let me just give her grace. It's 4 kids. You can probably stay at home and raise them. But why does no one else get that grace? And this is my issue with William and Kate. They want to be a normal family. They want to concentrate on just staying at home and not working. The Queen gave us express permission. It's okay for y'all to live off the state and for you guys to take paychecks, even though they are multi-million-dollar paychecks. I think he got paid $7.5 million. It's okay for you to take these paychecks. But everybody else, the people that are actually scrounging, the people that are actually working for their money, the people that are actually in the mud, literally their tax dollars are going to subsidizing your lifestyle. They don't deserve it. They should be in the trenches. Why do William and Kate think they're so special? I'm serious. Why do William and Kate think they're so special? Why do they think that they deserve to stay home with their children and really nurture them? And guess what? My goal isn't to get them up to work. My goal is to say, why doesn't every other mother deserve that? Why doesn't every other father deserve that? Why doesn't every other mother deserve to work within a 1-mile radius of their house? Because I have to be there when the kids come home, even though the kids are all in school. Why doesn't every father to be like, I'm not going to take my working duties because I need to be home on weekends and holidays and I need to be home at night in the evening with my kids, even though we see the helicopter taking you all the way over to the other side, to the Kensington Palace every night from wherever you're at because you don't feel like being around your wife. Why do Will and Kate get to do nothing and demand everything? And now when you guys have an actual chance to not just do something like the Earthshot Prize where you can have a red carpet because you're trying to compete with your brother and a red carpet that nobody goes to. Don't forget the Earthshot Prize. He threw that all together because he needed the ego boost and he didn't even bother to bring the finalists or the winners out because he wanted to save on admissions, but he was flying celebrities out because he needed the promo. Kate, she's been talking this early years yin yang talk for how long, right? Nothing. William's talking about how he's going to end this and that. The minute you guys get a very real and tangible way, right? A real and tangible way to make a difference. All you say is the park is run by Windsor Great Park and isn't in any way managed or run by the Prince or Princess. It's not managed and it's not run, but it is owned by the Prince and Princess. The profits go to the Prince and Princess once the management fees are paid. It's so disgusting. It's just, and this is my whole point with the monarchy. I don't know, I always joke and I'm like, yeah. Like, end of the monarchy. This is why, because it's disgusting. It's obscene. It's gross. It's vulgar. The amount of greed and entitlement and arrogance you really believe in your heart of souls, at least your actions show me you really believe that you are better than the average man and the average money. You believe it is your birthright for others to serve you. You believe it is your birthright to extract everything you can from the very people that are responsible for your pampered existence. It's obscene. It's vulgar. This is what the royal family, who they are. And the royalists love it. Because at the end of the day, I can't even get into the mind of a royalist. How does this not make you angry? Well, I think I know why. Because at the end of the day, the royalists love the royal family as being I believe, the perfect show of truly the last bastion of white supremacy. The truly last bastion of colonialism. The true bastion of the way they see the way the world should be. White people first. White men should be able to rule and take at abandon. White women should be nothing but carefully coiffed broad mares who produce beautiful children, seen without heard, but rule from their weakness and the tyranny of others. And everybody else is nothing but people to serve them. I think that's why royalists don't care how much Will and Kate and Charles and Camilla screw them over. As long as they have that bastion to serve what they think should be the world order. And they are so pathetic and sad that it's drifting away. That for their own incompetence, their own laziness, Will and Kate embody everything of that colonialist era. Everything. And the same way they want to project, baby, you guys picked the wrong hill to die on. Because Will and Kate also show why white supremacy cannot keep going. Because at the end of the day, they were never superior. Everybody is equal. But at the end of the day, this notion of supremacy made them soft, made them weak, made them disgusting, made them vulgar, made them greedy beyond compare. They literally have become what will destroy them. And I'm happy to see that. This is vulgar in this time. And then the words, we don't manage or run it, but you own it. You get all the profits. This was the one time for you to make a difference and make a difference easily. And your quest for money because you only view the people around you as things to extract. Listen, a mom of two, listen to what the New York Post said. Haters are still going at it online. This is the way the royal family looks at people. When William finally topples it, and he will, and so will Kate, they will have the ruins. Again, they'll still have their billion-dollar fortune, but hopefully legislation can be passed to take all that public money back. They said haters are still going to hate at it online. Listen to the haters. A mom of two, Natalie Masters, said, I'm sorry, but $56 for my family, 2 adults and 2 children, 56 pounds, which is about $70. For my family, 2 adults and 2 children for 2 hours in the park is utterly obscene. What a pity. Why on earth are parents being charged $12 for entry to a playground? This is what they call haters? They said, yes, it is beautifully built one, but I'm not going to play on it. My child is, and it's only for 2 hours. That's another thing. Parents can't play on that. They can only watch their children. But you know what? Honestly, this is another thing about the royal family. I don't think it's for commoners. They built this for the wealthy elite's children. That's what they did. And they don't care if they ever I don't think that they believe that they'll ever make a profit. They built it to keep the poor people out. You know that whole thing they say about fine dining restaurant. What's the difference between a fine dining restaurant and a very good local restaurant? At the end of the day, not much. A good meal is a good meal. But you pay for the fine dining, for the privilege of not eating around poor people. That's what you're paying for. Another person said, I just logged on to book and could not believe the cost. I run a forest school and I charge $14 per child for 2 hours, and we cook on the fire and explore and make nature crafts, and adults are free. Last summer, Will and Kate moved to Windsor with their 3 children. Will and Kate don't think that they should subsidize, are making money off of these people, are basically creating a private park. That price tag is to keep out poor people. Okay? They basically, but they believe the Royal Lodge, Adelaide Cottage is too small. These people, listen. They said this is not for the children. Whether they want to climb, they said it's not just for the children. This is what the people that said it. Whether they want to climb among the trees or explore the amazing giant acorns, you can right here, feeding your imagination and watching their confidence grow. Because this is play like you remember it, getting close to nature, challenging the body, stimulating the senses, blah, 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 blah. When asked to respond to pricing, the spokesperson added, "We've listened to feedback during our testing sessions, and the feedback is reflected in the price set. This price includes car parking, which can be used for the whole day, enabling families to enjoy other facilities in the park outside of their play session. Prices were set. The set allow us to limit visitor numbers for the allocated session times to ensure all guests can enjoy the experience." Yeah, okay. Listen, that's all this is. They created a private park. Eat the rich. That's all I have to say. Eat the effing rich. Anyway, my little tattlers, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.